And I would like to say that you guys are teenagers, but you're not. You are grown titty ass ladies. You're on this app bullying Shelly for hanging out with Sierra. You're on this app bullying Sierra because she knows words.
She wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby. Let them hoes sleep.
Hey y'all, hey y'all. You think you got it? Oh, you think you got it? That song reminds me when I got shot. Oops. There were specific music videos that would come on when I was in the hospital, and that was one of them. The other one was My Boo, Workout Plan by Kanye West. And there was another one. Oh, My Goodies. That was the first time I saw Sierra when I was in the hospital. I woke up and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I looked over at my mom and I was like, that's what I want to be when I grow up. And she was like, okay. All right. My goodies, my goodies, my goodies, not my goodies. Listen up when I put on a turtle when they're rocking the side. That could be we're chucking the mold. We know rap. I actually danced that song for the talent show. I was like, what? Probably 4th, 5th grade. Talk about my goodies. It was like this. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it. So me and my cousin, we started off with our backs turned to the crowd, and it would be like my goodies, one of us, and then my goodies, the other one. And then we'd be like, I can't remember, but it'd be like my goodies, not my goodies. Like it ate down. I remember rehearsals were terrible. Oh my God. Because my cousin, she didn't care. She didn't care the way I did. I was trying to be on Disney Channel. I was trying to kick it with Raven. You know what I mean? I was trying to be with Raven and Lizzie McGuire, Even Stevens, and she was playing. And I remember I would be crying and go to my mom and be like, she's not taking it seriously. And my cousin's like, dude. But no. She used to piss me off. Oh, she used to piss me off so bad. We talk about it now and she thinks it's funny. Anyways, hello guys. Welcome to a podcast I call As Your Big Sister with your host, me, Asia, my queen. A podcast that gives you big sister advice from a big sister who wished she had a big sister because, you know what? I couldn't be a badder bitch. I couldn't. Look at me. This is the first time I've ever recorded without makeup. And then I was like, let's put a hat on. But look. Okay. I had to go to work today. After work, I went out and danced with some strangers. It was so fun. There's an event called Down in the Basement here in Phoenix. My friends Olivia and Daniela throw these events like every couple months. Free. Parking was free. You just bring a good time. Me and my girlfriend played speed. Oh my gosh, she pisses me off so bad because, okay, my girlfriend, she never really went to daycare like that. You know, when she would tell me the daycare she would go to, I'm like, okay, this is like an after school gathering for a couple hours until your parents get off of work. I nearly lived at the daycare, okay? I was there every day. If they could drop me off on weekends, I'd have been there, right? So there were rules that I learned about speed that you wouldn't learn if you didn't go to daycare or if you didn't live in daycare. Like, okay, for instance, hopefully you guys know this because it would be so ridiculous if you don't. You've been cheating this entire time. So if you have your cards, you're not supposed to use two hands to put the cards down. You're supposed to use one hand. When we first started playing, she was using two. I'm like, no, it's one hand. And then she'll hover over the cards that are sitting down that we're matching our cards to and shit. She'll hover over it. I'm like, okay, dude, I can't play with you no more. Because I'll eat anybody up in speed. But there are rules. She talking about something, putting the cards down with two hands. What are you doing? No, it's a pow, 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 pow. One hand. But whatever. So yeah, I was outside tonight. I got off of work, came home, changed, went back out. I was only out for an hour. Like, I'm a very hour and a half, 2 hours is pushing it type of girl. You know, and I was having a good old time too. I was learning is it Tamia or Tamia? Tamia. I went it myself, but you, it's your money, babe. You know the step, the myself to you, cause you want to, babe, and I you want to, babe, with the sand away, hey. Didn't get it down, but I recorded it so I could practice, cause I cannot. Oh my God. I cannot show up to one more black function not knowing how to do the line dances. Like, it's so embarrassing. Why did this dude talk about something? Are you getting it yet? Move. I'm already embarrassed. You know what I mean? I'm already embarrassed. I'm stumbling. My feet are big. This is already embarrassing. So just get away. He talks like, oh, it looks like you're getting it. You're picking up. Okay. Move. And you could tell he was trying to dance with me. He was getting all like close, and I was like, oh, okay, move. And then when I stopped, he like walked up, and I was like, I looked away, talking about, when someone comes up to you, when a guy comes up to you trying to talk to you, and you don't want to say yes or no, because, depending on who he is, if you say no, you might not make it. But if you don't want to answer, right, act like you don't hear him, and then act like you can't see. So watch this. Hey, girl, what's up? You got to be like, what? You got to be like, where is Susan? You don't know Susan. Doesn't matter. You're like, oh, what? I've seen people, they're so stupid. I've seen guys, like, they'll literally stand there and like, kind of like, I'm like, bro, you not embarrassed? And the answer is yes, they're probably embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. As long as there is a slight possibility you get some coochie, you are willing to feel humiliated. That's sad. That is really sad. And I don't mean to diss myself like that for real, but like, I don't know if it's that good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more of a personality girl. You know what I mean? I'm more of a personality and butt girl, right? I have a really good personality. I have a really nice butt, right? So, like, asking for anything other than that, I'm not saying you would be disappointed, but like, you'd be like, dang, like being humiliated like that wasn't really worth it. And I ain't even trying to diss myself for real. I just be tired. Oh God, I just be so tired. Ugh. Anyways, y'all, today I want to talk about something that, this is a little embarrassing, right? I've been obsessed with Nick and Olandria. I'm on Threads, just scrolling. They're always updating me, right? Every second, everything they do, you could get it on Threads. Then it got to the point where I was like, this is getting weird. And it wasn't me. Okay, maybe it was me. No, it wasn't me that was being weird. It was the people I was associating and engaging with. Like, I was like, okay, I don't want to be mixed into this crowd. The Nicolandrians, they need something called a life. I am sorry. Okay. There's regular Nicolandrians like myself, right? We love them. We could point out the fact that maybe y'all are a little shady for not talking to Sierra. You know, maybe you guys are a little weird. I think it's a little weird that neither one of you guys have reached out to her. I think both of you guys are very sexy, very hot and sexy. Olandria, you know, wherever you go, that's where I'm gonna be, right? If you gotta kick me to the curb, you know, that's where I'm going. I ain't here for the white boy now. I like him, he cute, but like I said, you could have picked Zach with a K, and I'd have been with you. You could have picked Taylor's ass. I'd have been like, come on, girl. Like that whole time, I was like, come on, girl, come on, come on. But I was with you. So I'm going to be with you with the white boy. But I don't like the fact that y'all haven't reached out to Sierra. Don't like it. So there's me, right? Grown ass Nicolandrians. Got a job. Got my own relationship. Got my own things to do. I love y'all. Like I said, you guys are very hot and sexy. Then there's the other side. And I would like to say that you guys are teenagers, but you're not. You are grown, titty ass ladies. Threading. Would it be called threading? If you're on threads and if you're posting on threads, would it be called threading? You're threading on threads. You're on this app bullying Shelly for hanging out with Sierra. You're on this app bullying Sierra because she knows words. And I think with Sierra, the bullying is a mixture of Nicolandrians and hood rats. Hooders people. And you know, sorry y'all, but y'all are the most... My girls need help. Okay? My girls need help. So those are the people who are bullying Sierra. The Nicolandrians and the hood rats. I was going to call them hood babies. I don't know why hood babies. What I don't understand. Okay. You guys know, when people critique the way Sierra talks, they're like, it just sounds so PR trained. It sounds so... I'm like, the girl just knows words and uses them carefully. Sorry for actually liking these people, but also wanting to be honest. While I do those two things at once, I need to be careful. Because you guys already pick apart everything I say. And this is not me defending the lady. This is me being like, the girl is using words. You guys are used to TikTok edits. Hey, my name is Phil. So the fact that this girl is talking in complete sentences, taking her time with it, she's so PR trained. This sounds so fake. I'm like, okay, wait. The people that say that remind me of the people who will see a paragraph written on, I don't know, whatever app and be like, I ain't reading all that. 4 sentences? We are cooked. We're cooked as a society. We're done. We're done. Pack it up. Pack it up. I ain't reading all that. And those of you who don't think that Olandria and Nick kind of owe Sierra some type of conversation, I want to sit down with your friends. And I want to ask them if they're okay. Nicolandria has straight up said Sierra was my friend. Nick has straight up said I liked Sierra. He did it with her multiple times. He said that. And the fact that you guys get out the villa and you guys, oh, and the water's so blue. Or I was wondering maybe. I'm sorry. That's dirty. It's dirty. It is dirty. As a Nicolandrian, it is dirty that they have not had a conversation with Sierra. It leads me to think, is there other things that we don't know about? I hope so. I really hope so, because, baby, that's dirty. I'm sorry. That is so dirty. I had a friend. I was going to say her name. But, like, she would do anything to be with a man. Even if it meant breaking up her friendships. Like, she was okay with just being like, all right, I'm not your friend. Like, I used to literally watch her. I used to watch her just walk past someone that was her close friend just because she wanted to be with a guy that her friend wants to talk to. She would talk to all of homegirl's ex-flings. Ooh, I sound old saying flings. Okay, anyways. But, like, and she was okay with it. She was okay if it meant their friendship was done and homegirl would be friends with her again once that dude did her dirty. And I think about it like this. Like, if you just get with somebody and recently they did someone dirty. Or let's just say they cheated on their partner with you. It is not a smart idea to take that person serious. What is that saying? How you get them is how you lose them. I don't know. I think I'm like, a person that could have sex with somebody and then just not talk to them and not give them any type of closure. I think that's just dirty. I'm sorry. And I know a lot of people will be like, I don't owe you nothing just because I had sex with you. I find that to be so cruel. That was like one of the reasons why I never really wanted to have sex when I was a kid. Wait, whoa. But, like, my friends were losing their virginity and I was seeing what was happening to them. You know, like, they would have sex with a guy, really, really start liking him, and wouldn't hear from him for months. That kind of happened to me once. And I remember feeling so defeated because that was always my fear. You know, like, I had sex with this one guy that I really liked. I had a crush on him for some time. And the next day he texted me and he was like, that was a mistake. I was like, okay. You know, oh my God. He was like, that was a mistake. What was it? He was like, that was a mistake. I was planning on being celibate. I was planning on being celibate and I just slipped. Like, we need to stop this. And the thing is, this wasn't anything, right? I think the message just hurt my feelings. You know, I just think the way someone does one thing is what they do with a lot of things. Yeah. When someone does something like that, like has sex with someone and then ghosts them, you kind of see other behaviors that complement the ghosting. Right? Like, probably they're avoidant of real conversations. So what makes you think that they're not going to be that way in the relationship with you? You know, I'm not specifically talking about Nick and Nicolandria, right? I like to take these pop culture topics and zoom out. That's what was so amazing about this season, was the fact that there's so much conversation about the way people behave. Like, we see so many people act like each person that was on the show. And this is not the totality of who these people are, of course. Like, we watched an edited show, very, very terribly edited show. Oh my God. But we got to see traits of people that we know in real life, right? Like, I know women like Huda. I know women like Amaya. I know women like Olandria, Shelly. Like, I've seen these girls before, you know? Like, and I don't want to say like them, but like the surface of these people. And I would even say even less than the surface, because like I said, that show was awfully edited. And there are people that really were able to catch on to the conversations. And for me, I was like, oh, it's because you talk in TikTok. You talking, my name is Phil and I am a computer scientist. But like, there's a lot of people who talk and think in TikTok. I haven't got there yet. Thank the Lord. But I would watch the show and I'd be like, wait, what happened? I'm so lost. What did they just say? What did they just do? So I would just look at behaviors. I wasn't really listening into the conversations because none of them made sense. And anybody who actually got something out of any of the conversations, it's time to log off. It's time to log off. Like, Shelly would be like, the sky is so beautiful. And Ace would be like, wow, I got my hat on. That would be the reply. And people would actually understand what they were talking about. And then when I was telling my girlfriend this, she was like, yeah, it's because people are used to just filling in the gaps. And for me, I need straight through. Talk to me. Get to the point. Be very clear. Because one person will say something, the other person will reply, and I'll be like, oh, where did I go? Did I miss out? Did I blink for too long? I don't know. Today I was thinking a lot about the Love Island fandom. The Shellys, the Cherries, that's for Shelly. The Hood Rats, the Nicolandrians. It's funny because it's all the same people, right? What's that saying? It's the same coin, but just different sides. I empathize with people because nowadays, all people want is community. The other day I was crying to my therapist. I was just like, it's hard for me to connect with people. Like, it's hard for me to hang out with someone and be like, yes, I want to do this again. And I was just so upset about it. And then I came up with an idea to do game night for my community where I live. And she was like, oh, that's such a good idea. But I never had the knee-jerk reaction to make a Nicolandrian Instagram page, you know? I never had the knee-jerk reaction to be like, oh, let me do a fan page for Huda. Or for the Papayans or whatever Amaya's fan base is called. I never thought about that. I'm like, I think COVID did a number on people. Oh my God. I didn't know how bad it was until I kept running into people saying, Asia, I really struggled during COVID. So in 2020, I was working at the airport. It never shut down. People were in and out of that motherfucker. Arizona was open, so people were constantly traveling here. So I always had a job. It was so busy. I never got the time to develop social anxiety. I never got the time to not know how to communicate with people. So I catch myself sometimes being so irritated by people's inability to be around other people. They don't know how to act, standing too close in the line. Move, back up, walking up to you when you're getting in your car and it's late at night. What are you doing? I mean, it's always been that way. Come on, it's always been that way. These niggas do not care. They do not care. I told my girlfriend, I said, I need to take that thing with me. And next time somebody can I get your number? And I'm walking away at nighttime trying to get in my car, and you walk all the way up to my door. Next time I want to tap on that window. How about that? How about that? Ass about to be hot as hell. I was saying, if every man walked around with a bullet wound, okay. If every man walked around with a bullet wound in his ass, we'd be a safer country. When someone asks you, why do you walk like that? Oh, I was trying to get at this girl and I wouldn't leave her alone, so she shot me in the ass. I digress. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But people just don't have spatial awareness. People don't know how to talk to other people. People are rude as fuck. People don't know that when you walk into an establishment, when you open the door, you have to tap the door, especially if you feel that there are people behind you. There's some times that niggas will just walk in, and I don't say niggas meaning like it's just men. People will just walk in and let the door just slam right in your face. People just don't know how to act anymore. Could be COVID. Could be you. I don't know. But we got to get it together. Niggas need to start practicing. Get up. Log off. Okay? Log off. Nicolandrian pages. Hood rat pages. Shelly's pages. Log off. Practice how to open a door for your neighbors. It's just crazy. It's just so crazy. I know the fan pages have always existed. There are still Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez fan pages. Like them as a couple, Jelena. They haven't been together for 32 years. Pack it up. Pack it up. Get your own relationship. And that's what I think is going on with a lot of the Nicolandrians. I'm seeing the black side of the Nicolandrians, okay? And on the black side of the Nicolandrians, what it looks like to me are people who want to swirl, who've always wanted to swirl, and finally feel like they got the permission to swirl because of Nick and Nolandria. I mean, cool. I'm so happy they could be that representation of interracial love for you. Right? I'm so happy. But it's getting weird. You are an adult. They'll be like, oh my God, Nick is so funny when he does that. And he just doing this. Oh my God, when Nick does that, like, he's just like, you can tell like he's like going through so many things in his mind, and like, you could just tell like he's about to crash out. You don't know him. You don't know him. I don't know him. Like I said, I just think they're sexy hot. Sexy hot, sometimes funny. But it's getting to the point where I'm like, y'all are going to make me mute them because y'all are so damn annoying. Now I understand. No, actually, I've always understand, because Drake fans are the most annoying human beings that have ever existed. And I'm talking about the men Drake fans. You guys are sick. sick in the head. Oh my gosh. You guys will get a haircut just like him. You guys will dress like him. You guys will do facial expressions like him. It is disgusting. I'm so sorry. It is so disgusting. Like, you would think it's gay, right? You would think it's gay, but I feel like it's beyond gay. It's like past the point of gay. It's like Single White Female. Have you guys seen that movie? This woman befriends another woman and basically wants to be in homegirl's skin. Like, wants her life, wants to be her. So bad, like she'll kill her. That is scary. You guys are so weird. And in a way, Drake sometimes cosplays as Arab. Okay. But like the Arab dudes will like kind of like do like the Drake facial expressions, and then like Drake wanted to be Smino for a little while, so you had a bunch of black dudes with 5-year-old black girl hairstyles. It's just, I want to call it pathetic, but like I don't even know if that's the word for it. Oh my God. What fan base is more annoying than the Drake ones? Oh, there's one, but I'm not talking about y'all. Oh God. Oh God. I'd have to put one on y'all. I'm not talking about y'all. What other? What is Drake's fan base called? The Abridians? The Abridians? Or the Owls? I think they're called the Owls. Right now, the people who are irritating me are the Hulk Hogan fans. If you guys don't know, Hulk Hogan died like a week ago. Or by the time you guys listen to this, it would be like 2 weeks ago. I mean, sorry. You know what I mean? Like, sorry you died. Like, I don't know. Like, dying, like, I don't know if it sucks or if it's like good. You know what I mean? It probably depends on who you were on this earth. And probably for Hulk Hogan, it probably wasn't the best. And his experience, I don't know. Like, hopefully he repented before he died. Let's read a really important quote by Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan once said, I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to fuck some nigger, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall nigger worth $100 million like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist. Fucking nigger. And we've got artists online talking about some, I know he's controversial, but like he used to wear panties and a boa, and I just really liked his orange skin with his bandana with the wig under. Like, okay, he wore drawers and jumped on top of men. I'd rather, if she was going to fuck some nigger, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall nigger with $100 million like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist fucking nigger. Yeah. Just a little, just a little. He was just a little controversial. And it's funny because it be people who I've never seen speak up for injustice against unarmed black people, against the police. They've never spoken about the fact that minimum wage in some states is $7.25. They've never spoke up about the fact that women are losing their rights. They've never spoken up about the fact that they are breaking into people's homes and ripping families apart. Never spoke up about that. But Hulk Hogan, oh my God, you have drawn the line. You have drawn the line. I need someone to tell me the science behind black men's obsession with old white men. What is going on? What are we doing? What's going on? Metro Boomin talking about some, I know he said a couple things, but that's Hulk Hogan. That's the nigga with the draws. Like, be sad, bro. Be sad. We're not telling you not to be sad. But why are you talking to us saying, well, why are you talking to us saying we should be sad too? Be sad. Tweet, I'm sad. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. But don't talk to me and don't try to tell me I should. You be sad. With other niggas that be sad. With Fat Joe's ass, white Latino saying nigga. We literally let Fat Joe get off. I used to think I was black. When someone told me I was white, I was like, what? We really let him get that off. Oh my God, black people, we're just so welcoming. Oh my God, we let him get that off. That is crazy. Y'all be talking about, I ain't my ancestors. You'll nothing, okay? You'll nothing. Not a fucking thing. That's what I be saying. Like, y'all be letting everybody say nigga. Fat Joe talking about something. See, I know he's controversial. Like, everybody, I know he's controversial. And then there was a couple people that had to like come back and be like, hey, I didn't know what y'all was talking about. I thought you guys were just talking about the fact that he liked Trump. I mean, that in itself, for me, wraps you up. You speaking at Trump's inauguration wraps you up for me. But it's so funny, like, y'all be I'm not saying y'all really, right? But they be letting everybody say nigga. Oh, it's because, he used to live in the hood and he used to do crime with black people. That makes him black. Okay. But like, he used to do crime with black people. He did crime with us. Y'all let them say nigga. But when it's time to be a nigga and really stand up for black folk, they fold every time. Because they're white. They're white. I feel like when someone's white, just let them be white. They could be cool or they could not be cool, but just let them be white. Stop trying to put black on everybody. Just because they could rap a couple and say word and do this. The Nicolandrians were calling Nick a YN. Oh my God. What are we going to do? They were calling him a YN. Because he knew a Future song. Oh my God. Y'all be so hype for people to know our shit. Our shit is popping. The shit is good. Of course they know our stuff. Should be stressing me out. My siblings be doing that with my aunt's husband too. They be like, he black. No, he's not. He's white. Really, very, very white. He just knows some hip hop songs. No, he really, like, he's black. He's like black. God. Let's do some affirmations. Okay. So let me just say this. As your big sister, go touch grass, okay? If you're going through this Nicolandrian, this hood rats, the papayans and stuff like that, go touch grass because it could get weird. When I started seeing it was getting weird, I was like, ooh, let me get the fuck out of here. Because, like, I can't join the weird crowd, right? Because I was joining in. I was threading and you know what I mean? I was talking about Nicolandria. But, like, I was like, oh, wait. The company that I'm keeping is getting a little weird. Okay. Every day I feel more relaxed and comfortable in my own skin. Sure. My skin's starting to clear up. I told you guys I was breaking out and shit. I was breaking out, gaining weight, always constipated. I was like, girl, enough seafood boils. Enough seafood boils. Enough seafood boils, okay? Seafood boils sound so good right now. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot better. Yeah, and I feel like I'm looking a lot better. Like I said, my skin done cleared up. Oh my God, she was going through it. I've been working out, girl. I've been lifting them weights. This morning I went hiking before I had to clock into work. That was cool. I've been pretty consistent the last 2 weeks. I've been working out for 5 days in a row in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. But yeah, we're going to wrap this episode up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. I really appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, MyQueen. Follow me on TikTok, MyQueen. Follow the podcast everywhere. ASURBIGSISTER. TikTok, Instagram, wherever. You know what I mean? Episode 185. We're doing this shit. I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.